Controversy and outrage surround the latest deadly police shooting of an unarmed black man. This time, it happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the incident was caught on camera. The shooting took place on Friday night. Police were responding to a call of an abandoned vehicle in the middle of the road. When officers arrived at the scene, they found the car's driver, 40-year-old Terence Crutcher. What happens next is caught on video by the officer's dash cam. We want to warn you of the graphic content. Here it is.
That looks like a bad dude, too, to be honest with you.
I think he may have just been tasered.
Terence died of his wounds, and Tulsa police later discovered that Terence was not armed. His twin sister Tiffany is heartbroken and angry.
Comply? What do you mean? He had his hands up.
What needs to happen in this case?
I'm demanding that charges be pressed immediately. The footage is there. The video speaks for itself. There's no just cause. He was prejudged as a big bad dude, and my brother was a father, was a son.
What do you think it'll take to stop racial profiling?
Wow, I mean, I wish any of us could answer that question, right? This is like a new low to me. It's so disheartening that he didn't have a weapon, he didn't have any drugs, he didn't have any behavior that was alarming, his arms were up. I don't understand. There was like practically 7 police officers there or something. Why this officer could have interpreted this as a threat is so beyond me. I mean, I don't know if maybe too often there is paid leave. I don't know if it needs to be, prosecuting when someone uses such poor judgment like this. I mean, that's the only thing I can do.
I think there are 2 things to think about, which is, first of all, as you said, he was complying. He was tasered. You can't tell from these videos, but what it seems like, and this is allegedly, is that he was actually shot when he was already on the ground, which is really alarming. We also remember a recent case, and I don't have the names, I think it was in Florida, of a guy who was a therapist working with a guy with autism.
Yes.
He's on the ground, on his back with his arms raised, and they shoot him anyway. And when they asked the cop, why'd you shoot me, the cop said, I don't know.
Right.
So what we have is, look, this is hard to talk about. This is hard stuff to talk about, but we have a legacy of racism in this country. And if we don't start calling it racism, then we can't fight it. We have to see what it is. Cops have to be trained differently. If this had been...
You don't have to train the police not to shoot white people. Why you got to train them not to shoot us?
But, Daddy, I'm saying everything has to be confronted. Everything has to be confronted. Because when you see a high-speed... I was a high-speed chase recently in L.A. with a Caucasian woman. She went through several counties. She ran into cars. She ran up on the road. When they took her out of the car, they gently removed what looked like a cell phone and gently handcuffed her. If that had been a black man, he would have been face down on the pavement without 1 second of conversation. We have to change how we see each other, and we cannot do that until we say what it is, which is that racism and fear of black men specifically drives these shootings. We have to change as a nation.
Look, fundamentally, but I know we got to go to break. But first thing you got to do, you got to make it a hate crime. You got to put people in jail. When you shoot somebody under the color of authority, you need to lose your job, and you need to lose your livelihood, and you need to lose your freedom, like every other American loses their freedom. That's right. Need to be consequences, but remember, there are good police officers out there, and the ones that are not, they need to go to jail. They need to go to jail, and don't tell me this. We got to train. Y'all white. Y'all drive all the time and don't nothing happen to y'all, and we black. And I'm afraid to drive my damn car because if they don't know who I am, I could be shot until y'all feel that.